All right, guys, Kazoo71 here on Palworld. Game came out on Friday, the 19th of January, 2024. As you can see, I completed the mission, so I have an upgrade. So I'm going into my PAL station and upgrading. And bam, we are now upgraded, so now I can have 3 PALs working on my base. So I'm going to throw a couple more down here. This is the second day, actually, almost the end of the second day. As I told you guys in the first episode, here's day 1, 2 is what I did in the image. So this is almost the end of the second day. I'm gonna work on this base a little bit. This base, this episode, I'm gonna show you guys a few playthrough episodes like this, to just kind of give you an idea how this works. You know, if a lot of people like it, that's great. If not, you know, if anybody wants to watch it, that's why I'm posting these, so you can kind of see what the game's like. I could do these little clips like, here's how you do this, here's how you do this, but I'd rather just do it like this in this part, just to show you guys me playing it, because it's really fun. It's an interesting game. So I'm in the build menu. I'm on PC. I'm using a controller. So what I'm doing is I'm putting down what's called PAL beds. You need to have a bed. You should have a bed for each of your PALs that are out. I don't think you necessarily need one, but I think it may affect them or not. I've come across this. I've been playing this for a couple of days. Today's Sunday the 21st. I've been playing it for 2 days, 3 days now. And I've got one of them that's unhealthy, and it says it's neglected, and I don't understand what it's neglected. I've got everything out. So got the beds down. Now I'm going to put what's called a feeder down, a feed box. It's a feeding trough. I compared this a lot to Ark Survival Evolved, aka Pokemon. So it's a combo of the games, the newer Pokemon games on Switch, not the older ones where you on DS and all that stuff, and like Ruby and Emerald and Sapphire, those older ones. Newer stuff like the Scarlet and Violet, those kind of games. Anyhow, so what I'm doing is working on this. I'm working on the base a little bit on this episode. Shorter video. I'm trying to cut these down. The first one I did like almost an hour, but I'll try to cut these down a little bit and show you guys how this works. So there's my party. As you can see, I have 3 in my party. You're allowed to have 5 in your party. Here's the technology. So in this little screen, you can see at the top, you have inventory, party, technology. You have a PAL Dex, and then you have a guide, and you have your options, which is there's no save option. It saves when you exit the title screen. So I don't know if it auto saves. I don't think it does. It only saves when you exit. It's early access, and fortunately for me, this game has not crashed not a single time, which is really cool. Unlike other games I play, when they come out and they're not ready and they crash constantly, which is stupid. They never release a game that's going to crash constantly, but when you're just in a money grab thing, some of these companies just release games quick. So this one is ready for early. This is a good game. I mean, this is out already, so just upgraded again. So I completed the other stuff. As you can see, every time I look in the upgrade, it tells me what I need to do to upgrade. So as long as you do those things, you can upgrade the base, the PAL box, and then it'll upgrade your base. It doesn't expand the area or anything like that. Nothing that I've seen. I've got to the point now where I've got 2 bases, so you can get to a point when you're allowed 2, and you're allowed. I think I have 11 PALs at each base right now on the playthrough. 2 days in, 3 days in. Not 2 days. 2 days of playing. Played it Friday night, and then pretty much played it most of the day Saturday. Probably 8 hours Saturday, something like that. On and off, had to do other stuff. But, yeah, I'm neglecting my art game, man. I got an art community plays with me, and I ain't even played, man. I got stuck on this game. I was stuck on another game for the last week, too, on and off Coral Island. That's a pretty fun one. But this PAL, so here you go. Hacking down trees. It's a pretty cool game when it comes to the grinding. It's not too bad. The only thing I was saying before is the fiber thing I mentioned last. I wish there was a better way to get fiber, but I'm going to tell you guys, as you upgrade, there is another way to get fiber. There's something you have to build, and it will grind wood into fiber. So, and your PALs will do it for you. Just turn it on and let it go. But right now, the only way to get fiber is to do this, and you get a little fiber as you do it. I think you might. No, I don't think so. I'll say some PALs may drop it, but I don't think any PALs drop fiber. So you can look at the PAL Dex, and you can look at the PALs, and you'll see it on the right side of the screen. Let's see if I open it up in a bit, and you can see what they drop when they possible drops when you kill them. So we're gonna make this table here. Put this little craft thing in here, a repair kit. I made the primary workbench. That's to the right, and this is the repair table. So I'm just going to make them in order. I'm going to put them inside the building. Now, the cool thing is that all these PALs can get in the building with a door. So a really door that doesn't look like it can fit in, they can fit in it. It's really weird. So But I have had a couple of glitches, just so you guys know. If you have these big ones, like I have there's this elephant thing that's around me on this base right here. I don't know what it's called, a Fifon or something like that. Anyway, it looks like a Pokemon elephant. I won't say which one, but Fanfi, and there's another one similar. Anyway, I did say it. Oops. It's so big that I made a little room for my pals, and I only made it one wall high, and it was not high enough. And so what happened was when it was sleeping, when it would wake up out of the little pal bed, it would wake up on the second floor, and it couldn't get down. So I kept having to take it out. So there is a couple of glitches with this game. I'm going to tell you guys now. You need to keep watching your pals. So if you go to your base, if you have two bases, I think 2 is the max you're allowed to have. But if you go to your base and you look at them and you see one that look inside and see what they're doing. If they say that they're unhappy or unhealthy or something, you need to check it out. Sometimes these guys will get stuck, like behind a building on a second floor or something like that. The way you fix it is there's a call. You could pick them up and move them, but I don't recommend pick them up and move them, because if you pick them up and move them, you might assign them to a certain task. That's how you assign a pal. You pick it up and throw it at a building, and it will assign it to that task. But if you just take it in the pal box, take it out of the release party, put it back in the box, and then take it back and drop it, it'll drop it right by the pal box, and then it'll go back to work. So that's how you do that. I've had to do it multiple times on my second base. This base, I've only had to do it on the fire one a couple of times. He's got stuck behind the building a couple of times. And I've had to pick him up and move him by doing just what I told you guys. And as you can see, you cannot sleep in the bed unless you have a roof. So to sleep, you need to have a roof over the bed. Let's just put a wall back here. And come on, snappy, snappy. There you go. And then we just need to put a ceiling over that, and we can sleep. And then I'll fix it later. But let's throw it down so we can skip to the day. Let's put this ceiling right there. Bam, and sleep. There we go. Sleep through the night, guys. That's the end of day 2 on Palworld. Here we go. Start day 3. Let's run through a little bit of this. And I got a chicken waking me up, a rooster, whatever. I have one. So I'm going to take this down because I really don't want to keep this up here. We're going to go into destruct mode and take that off. I don't want it. And let's go too high. And let's put a ceiling here. I think I'm going to go too high on this thing. And we'll figure it out as I go. But that's all you need to sleep right there. But now your base does get attacked and stuff. So you got to watch that kind of stuff. I don't know if they can destroy stuff. I haven't seen them destroy anything yet. I've gotten attacked multiple times. And my pals have wiped them out. Whatever's been attacking me has got wiped out before they've gotten anywhere. I think one of them got in one of the buildings. There was a dead body in my building for a while. There's a syndicate thugs. There's other pals that will attack in groups, little herds and stuff. So right now I am collecting stuff to make what's called a farm, I think this is. So we're going to snap this down. I think it's a farm. Ranch, farm. I think it's farm. Anyhow, what goes in here? Chickens, lamb balls. I don't know what that chicken's called. And there's a big thing look like a cow. And there's also a big fluffy pink sheep. It's not a lamb ball. It's something else. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a spoiler here. The lamb balls drop for wool. The big pinky lamb, the big giant one, drops cotton candy. I'm not kidding. Cotton candy. You could eat the cotton candy. The cow, the big cuddly looking cow, he drops milk, of course, and then the chicken drops eggs. Those are the 4 I know so far that go in that farming thing. So you throw them in there and they'll produce stuff, and if you have another one that's got transporting, it'll pick up the transport stuff and move it around. So that works really well. Now this thing right here is one of the upgrades you need to do. There's 2 of them to go to the next level. It's this thing and then a berry patch. And I couldn't find a berry patch for a while. I had to ask my daughter, where's the berry patch? It's at the same place, man. It's just not in that inventory right there. So it's on the next page. It's where the feeding trough is. So there my guy over there is chopping trees. That's a lift monk. See, right here, there's the berry patch. I just passed it up. I couldn't find it, but it was right there. So anyway, so making this little building a little bigger, we're going to extend this a little bit. And we are going to just add some stuff to it. And put a couple more beds in here. And then we'll kind of move out from there. So get a couple of these trees knocked down. And then you get these little pile beds in here. These guys help you build too. If you guys haven't seen that, some of these ones are builder ones that'll help you build. Their transport, their general tasks, handiworks and stuff. The lift monk right there, that's the best one. I'm telling you. If you got a couple of these on your base, they do a lot of tasks. They'll farm, they'll lumber, they'll build. I don't think they transport. The only one I found so far was the pink Meowth that does the pickaxe thingy. That guy will help you cut down rocks or break rocks. He's a quarrier. I don't know what you call that thing, man. Rockhound. How about that? Let's call him a rockhound. He's a pink Meowth. It's a Pokemon. I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep laughing at this because that's pretty much what this is, man. It's Arc Pokemon. It's pretty funny. Yeah. And as you can see, I set those down. They're different ways. So I'm going to go into the destruct mode. I'm going to take these guys up and we're going to put them back down. There is a right bumper, left bumper, so it'll change the way it sets down. As you can see there, now I got them going the same way. So I was just trying to set these things right because I didn't want to be all wonky looking. I'm one of those OCD people when it comes to setting things down. I like it to look symmetrical. Little artistic, not autistic. Sorry, don't mean that in a bad way. Artistic, but I'm also very bad because I'm really OCD when it comes to stuff. So when I was in school, we were doing art programs, and when we first learned symmetrical and asymmetrical stuff, and we were doing that. Man, I had a hard time with the asymmetrical. Symmetrical, I'm cool with, man. Asymmetrical, which is what most artists are, they just do random. I mean, I had trouble with that. I was so bad at that. I did art for 4 years in high school, and it's yeah, whatever. It was such a laid-back program. I loved it. It was fun. There was 2 of us in my high school, me and this a female that was in my graduating class. We're the only 2 that did Art 1 through Art 4. So her and I designed the yearbook and everything our 4th year, all the art and everything in it. It was pretty cool. But, all right, so anyway, enough talking about art. Another thing cool that they made, I don't know, maybe they'll come out with is maybe you can paint these things later or something like that. Right now, what you can do is just set these down. Now, eventually there are some stone foundations and stone walls. I have gotten to a level where those are a thing now. So I was replacing some of the wooden floors in one of the bases with stone ones. But I'm going to tell you guys, it's not like if you play Ark Survival Evolved, you're going to hear me compare this a lot. If you put down a stone foundation on a thatch or a wooden one, it'll replace it and break the other one. In this one, it doesn't do that. You can't just replace. You got to pick up the old one or break the old one and put a new one down. So it's a little bit of a mess. And it doesn't work perfect, but it does work. And it just wastes a little bit of material. I still haven't noticed if you get all the material back or not. So I'm going to put a torch down in here. Now, right now, I only have these torches. Later on, there is a wall-mounted torch. So this one says mounted torch, but there's one that you can stick on the wall, too, so which is pretty cool. This one's just an early one. But we need something. We need some light in here. I'm going to build this little thing because it's going to get dark, and we want to have some bright lights. Bright lights of Paris. I'm joking. Anyway, you guys know when I'm joking. Anyway, I got a weird sense of humor. All right. Let's see. What do we want to build? What do we want to do? Let's try the stairs. Let's see how these stairs snap. Let's play with this. So see how it snaps. It doesn't really snap. You can see it's saying it's not attached to anything. So there you go. It'll attach to the wall. So let's see if I can attach it to a ceiling. Let's try a ceiling. Right there. No. That's too high. That would be way too high for the wall. So let's take that down. Yeah, we don't want that way up there. Too high. Let's go down one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so used to building on Ark and other games that when you have builds in a different game, you got to try to figure out what the heck you're doing because especially when the new game like Palworld figures out a better way to build than Ark or some of these other games. And it's like, man, why did these other games just change it to this? But they designed it the other way originally. So it's kind of hard to go back and change a game. I'm not a coder or anything. I've done a little bit of coding in my time, but not like those game designers. So trying to snap this now, as you can see, I'm having trouble with it. It's not wanting to snap to that thing. Now, there are some certain things in there. If you hit that one of those buttons down there, it will switch it and rotate it, and it'll probably snap. So I'm gonna throw a wall down just to see if that fixes it. You can see it now. Oh, look, see, instant. You see all that? It was blue instantly. So that wall helped. So we'll make a little room back here. There we go. Now, a little side thing too, like you see how they have the triangle right there where the stairs are? There's a triangle wall, but you cannot snap that triangle wall there once you have the stairs down. So you got to snap the wall in first and then the stairs. So you won't be able to do it the other way. Let's get a door here. Yeah, we'll put a door here. We'll make a little entryway here. That door flips both ways too, so that you can rotate that door around, and one way the door will open in one way, and one way it'll open the other. So if you don't like the way the door is, pick it up, put it back down, and flip it around, and then that door will turn in or out. So sorry, I'm just tearing stuff up. I'm just messing around trying to figure out how I want to do this, and what I like and what I don't like. That works. But now, see, here's what I'm talking about. Like, I want to put a square wall here. I'm going to make it like a staircase. But I can't put that there because it's blocked by the stairway. So I got to take the stairway out to put that wall in there. See? Blocked. So, and the triangle don't work either. So that's what I was just telling you guys. So I got to take that whole thing out. Let's deconstruct it. Go into deconstruct mode. Come on, there we go. Take that out. And we're going to put a regular wall down. And then we're going to go back around here and we're going to try to snap that stairway in there and see if that stairway snaps right. Should. Come on, tell me you work. There we go. Look at that. Now we have a stairway with a wall. So I'll build that up and we'll make it a little better. But I just wanted to see if I could do that. And then you can build up here. And then the other cool thing too, I'm going to compare this to Ark again. If you're building with walls in Ark and you put a ceiling on top of a wall, then try to put put a wall on top of that ceiling, it's either going to have two snap points on the wall or on the ceiling. This one does not have that problem. You put a ceiling down and you snap, they're all even, man. This thing has got a great build dynamic. I love it. It's awesome. So, wish I could convince some of these other games that I played. Could you go back and remap this and use Palworld's technique? Because this is awesome. Look at all that wood that my lift monk harvested. Yeah, got to put some boxes down, man. I got to get some transporters that pick up stuff eventually. I'm a little slow on this, but we'll get there. One thing at a time, man. One thing at a time. Got to get a little bit of a design going. And put me a window. Now let's put a wall there. And then we'll go up with a stairway here. See if I can snap one here. Yep, there we go. Look at that. Stairway up, baby. I'm going to have a second floor up on this one eventually. So, yeah. And there is a way to continuous build. It's Y with the controller. So once you select a piece, you hit the Y button. And then you can put a piece down, put another piece down. Not what I'm doing. I was complaining about this last time, but there is a fix for it. I just didn't figure it out. I didn't see the button. I don't always pay attention. So, but there we go, guys. We're going to kind of kill it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this second episode. Day 2. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.